Nice counter punch right up the middle. Left hook just missed. Tried to score with that hook but missed. Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round.
I need to focus on
On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That punch scores. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. There's a counter shot. The jab not finding its target. The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The perfect counter lands. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. How about that time counter shot? Incredible work rate. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's not back, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer. And there's the bell for round 5. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Back and forth they go. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Nice counter shot. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Throws the uppercut but misses. Has to be careful. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
A perfect counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That counter shot lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If you keep this same kind of pace.
There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nope, that hook won't score. A straight right, and Manny goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Nice counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knock. Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. They exchange punches. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He fails to score with that left hook. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It